How did this idea come about?
Yeah, look, it didn't come from the best circumstances. We lockdown 1.0, if we can remember that far back, was pretty brutal as well. And during that time, we've been working with communities across Sydney on some other projects, and everyone said, "Look, we're suffering, and food is the thing that we need." So they called me, and I said, "I've got a restaurant. I've got a whole heap of stock. Let's kind of donate that." And that started a movement. 1,000 meals the first week. And now we've cracked over 80 something thousand meals over the past year since lockdown 1.0.
And who is it that you're feeding?
Look, we go a lot to our local Indigenous community in Redfern, Waterloo, Surrey Hills, people experiencing homelessness, or asylum seekers and refugees as well, and the western suburbs, and people just doing it really tough.
So you say that this is a starting point. That's what I've read about Played It Forward. Are you also providing COVID advice to people when you're taking out the meals? Do people really want to have a conversation?
Look, we work with about 15 to 20 charity partners, and food is a connection. So when people are walking through and delivering our meals in a COVID safe way, we make sure they just use that as a place to say, "Are you okay? What other services do you need?" And connecting really good charity partners and community organisations to the wider network of support services that are available. But food breaks down barriers. It's a really easy way to start a conversation. And that's where we kind of see ourselves, that integral part, just to establish connection between people that are often kind of left behind.
Yeah, so you're not just helping them in terms of giving them a meal for the day.
Yeah. We try to work with organisations that are doing really good things as well, and see how we can create somewhat of an ecosystem of change.
You have a lot of contacts in the hospitality sector, of course, because you're a restaurant owner. How has the sector rallied around you, despite, of course, that sector doing it so tough themselves?
I suppose that's what hospitality represents. Like, we've got celebrity chefs, we've got restaurant owners, guys at businesses, they're shut. And they're doing it really, really hard, but they always ask, "What can we do? Can we get in? Can we volunteer? Can we give you stock?" Kylie Kwong, for example, one of our really amazing supporters, gave up a lot of the stock that she had and has now cooked some things for us to take out tomorrow to people as well. There's an amazing outpouring of support, because we all understand what we're going through as a community with hospitality workers kind of losing their shifts. They understand the plight, and we're in this to help people in our own little way. And food and support is what we do all day, every day. And this is just their extension. While they can't do it while they're serving you a coffee, or they can't do it while they're dishing up a meal to you, they still want to feel connected to their customers or people, and this is the way that they can do it. It's incredible how some people that are really, really struggling are the ones that are the most generous as well.
Yeah, it's extraordinary and so admirable what you're doing. How can people who are watching help if they want to?
Look, there's a little campaign that we're working on with a large tech company called Gift a Shift. For people that can support shift workers by giving something to them, we convert that into high quality restaurant meals. There's that way. Share us, like us, do that social stuff. I don't know what to do on those kind of Instagram-y things, but that's a great way as well. And just follow our story. Know that we as a wider community are doing something, and just to be part of that movement, even by watching us, is something special, to feel connection at this point.
Now, you're in your restaurant in Sydney's Inner West, and there's a mural of your amma behind you. Just explain it for us, because I'm guessing there's probably people watching this right now who are curious about who that is.
This is actually everyone's amma. We call it everyone's mum. My mum's way too humble to go on a wall. So I've done a representation of strong female women. My business partner, his mum was an early childhood educator. My mum was a childcare teacher, and education has always been the way out of vulnerability, and creating that opportunity. So we say strong women, strong females guide communities, strong females help us as business owners, and they are always watching over us. Our mums and strong women all over the world sit here and guide us every day. Those eyes kind of capture you, and that's them looking over us and shaping everything we do to make sure that the community and community development is at the core of everything, from this restaurant through to meal donation, through to everything we do. Strong women is that kind of central point there as well.